Hello everybody, welcome to the Music DCS channel. I'm your host and this is my Guitar Gold diary. Also, this is my bathroom, yes. First things first, forgive me Snibble Snarf, for I have sinned. The vocals will no longer be tracked as a part of the Guitar Gold diaries. I mean, it's called the goddamn Guitar Gold diaries, not the vocal validation journal. But yeah, since I'm not going to be focusing on vocals anymore, that just means that I'll have more time to become savage, legend, etc. In the guitar department. So, you know, things haven't really changed. I'm just getting a little more tunnel vision-y, if you will. Anyway, let's talk guitar updates. So instead of using my 5-string acoustic guitar, I'll be using the fully stringed classical nylon string guitar that I have. Now, the strings are worn, but my determination is anything but. Let's take a look at my new quarantine routine. So this is my schedule right here. This right here. Yeah, that's right. I got more flashcards, baby. So, number one is to do a 10-minute warm-up. Just, you know, left hand, right hand, and a synchronization warm-up. So the left hand exercise can either be slurs, or it can be stretches. Anything of that nature. And then the synchronization exercise is something I got from Misha Mansoor, although he got it from Adam Nally, not Neely, and Tosin Abasi. And the first one is this. And then the second synchronization exercise would go something like this. God. And then we just go back up. Oh, I also forgot to mention the right hand portion of the warm-up. You know, even though it's just the warm-up, you should still know. It is just going to be basically tremolo picking and alternate picking. So, you know. Or just, you know. Number two is to do a spread voicing exercise. So, I now have a new spread voicing practice system inspired by Rick Beato and Chris Harrington. Links are going to be in the description. And the voicing patterns for these for this new system is to be played over a rotation of chord progressions that you know, I can pick from my brand new but not very impressive chord progression flashcard here. As you can see, the major section is not as long as the minor section because, well, you know, bias. But the first level is going to be playing only root voicing patterns on different string registers, like this. You know, like let's say we're doing G major, so then I'm only going to play G major, you know. Or if I'm, you know, just playing the whole thing as a strum. Or if I'm finger picking, right? And the second level would be to play the root and then the first inversion per chord. Right, so if I'm playing a chord progression from this little thing right here, you know, then let's say we're doing you know, since we're doing major chords right now, let's say it's a 1-4-5 in the major key, you know, so then it would just be, you know, just a 1. Oh God, in the key of G, 1, 4, 5, 4, 1. And then level 2 would be 1. And then 2, I mean 4. Oh God. And then 5. Jesus Christ, that took forever. And then back down. You know, and so on. Yeah, so And that's just level 2. There are still 2 more levels where you include the second inversion, you know, so you would still go, and then you have to go to the second inversion, and then back down. And then, of course, there's the 4th, where you just go to the octave, so, and then first inversion, and then second inversion, and then the octave, and then back down. Oh, God. All right, you get the point. I'm going to stop fucking up right now. So I could do that whole thing per chord progression. So I would have to do all of that. And the goal would be to do level 4 of all of these chord progressions. But I don't have a deadline per se, not yet. But let's see. I can also apply this little supplemental chord progression sheet, flashcard, I don't know why I said sheet, to different exercises like, oh, I don't know, the lick goal or any future exercises I decide to work on. And this will just definitely help me integrate, you know, these concepts into my fingers and help me kind of navigate the neck and apply them to songs and writing and etc. Thus transferring over into, you know, being a better writer, being a better guitar player, overall just becoming Legend, Savage, etc. Number 3 is to do lick goal exercise. So the lick goal would be just to play them in different sequences, whether that be chromatic, you know, or, you know, just in a scale format. So, you know, oh God. And etc. And I can still apply, like I said, this little flashcard right here, and just play them to the sequences of any of these chord progressions. Or I can use, you know, my lick goal flashcard that I've made. You know, play them chromatically, play them in a scale sequence, or just simply just do different chromatic versions, or you know, different scale sequence versions, you know, just different variations on those things. So the combination of those two gives me a lot of options to kind of keep things fresh and fun, thus letting me integrate this lick and giving me the ability to conquer it. Once again, I don't have a deadline for this, but I'm working on that as well. Number 4 is repertoire. So for repertoire, I just wanted to mix it up, you know, just kind of add something, something for me. I think working on songs is just a good idea in general. I think just about every musician would probably agree with that. So, you know, I put together a little flashcard list of, you know, some songs that I'm thinking about doing. It was supposed to be my vocal list, but now, since that's kind of no longer a thing, I decided to just focus mostly on using them to further integrate exercises into, you know, my fingers and such. So I can apply spread voicings and the lick goal to these songs, you know, whether it be like via a solo or just, you know, maybe I'm singing while playing these songs, you know. So right now I'm working on Stevie Wonder's Ribbon in the Sky, you know. Oh God. Okay, as you can see, it's still ass, but you know, there's a ribbon in the sky for a love. Okay. But yeah, I'm working on that. Also, no deadline per se, but I'm still working on that. I want these goals in general to be, you know, measurable so that the progress can be more visible to both you and me. So, you know, that will be, that should be worked out by the next entry, if you will. And number 5 is just a free 30 minutes, you know, if I wanted to jam or work on any of these some more or whatever, you know, just a free 30 minutes. I'll also be working on ear training right after this. And then following that will be, you know, just working on band things, you know, writing out some songs, fleshing out some lyric ideas, da-da-da-da-da. As far as ear training is concerned, I have not really been using the ear training website recommended by Snibblesnarf, all of that consistently. But when I did, I realized that it has been tracking my progress ever since I started using it on my phone. And I found out that I have a 95% successful identification rate of over 1,000 intervals. So out of like 1,000 plus intervals, I got 95% of them right, which is pretty lit. And, you know, I'm going to find a way to make that more, I don't know, measurable. Yeah, I'm going to figure something out for how to make that kind of a more challenging thing in the future. Either that or I'll just kind of keep on doing it until I, you know, create new ear training challenges, or just Google them, since I've, you know, learned my lesson from last time. Once again, Snibblesnarf, you the best. But yeah, so there's that. And as far as band things are concerned, even though this whole quarantine thing has, you know, kind of messed with the potential album completion goal of January 2021. We're not going to give up yet. So the other guitar player is still working on their end. The drummer / producer still mixing and working on their respective parts. So, you know, all that's left is for your boy to join the fray, and I have. So I've been setting aside time throughout the week to do, you know, writing sessions, review lyrics, and some things like that. And we also have our weekly band meetings to kind of, you know, touch base, share progress and struggles and frustrations and yada, yada, yada. So that seems to be going pretty well. I don't really have a way to measure that aside from, you know, where we are per song. So, and that's still kind of hard to measure in itself. So that's still kind of nebulous, if you will. Kind of just not exactly the most specific parameter, but it is still coming along. But anyway, I think that's, yeah, that's it. What about you? Have you been keeping up with the practice routine during quarantine time? Have you been washing your hands for 20 seconds and keeping 6 feet away from people? Let me know in the comments section down below. Like these videos if you like the videos. Subscribe to the videos. Wait, no, subscribe to the channel if you like the videos. Oh God, I can't remember how to speak. I'm out.